How to make a fortune out of nothing. Of course, people want money, so whoever has an amount tries to have more, but most of the people who have money spend their time thinking about how to increase it. So much so that they often forget to enjoy life and spend their money on happiness for themselves and their families and are concerned with discovering how to earn it. But it is possible to raise money and create wealth, even if you have nothing. Here are some steps to help you make a fortune out of nothing. 1. Reduce expenses as possible and as long as possible. This step is one of the biggest challenges you face to make wealth because you would have to keep your expenses low. For example, it is better not luxury or unnecessary things to buy, also possible to save on housing costs. Instead of living in your own apartment, you can share it with friends or with other people if you are a student or worker. And use the bicycle as a means of transport instead of public transport, to use cheap meals instead of expensive ones, and to do without the television for a limited time and to dispose of the cell phone in order not to spend more money on its services. In any case, it should be remembered that these matters are not permanent, but only temporary until a sufficient amount of money is saved. 2. Avoid new debts and prioritize paying old debts, if any. 3. Provide multiple sources of income, and it is not necessary to find an additional job, but you can still find a way to make money. So if you have a skill or talent, you can make money from it. For example, buying and selling in internet, or teaching students at home, or repairing and selling used furniture and other things that can make you money without having to commit to a specific job. 4. Once the debt is settled and expenses are reduced, it will be easy to save, and once you save a certain amount of money, you can invest in a certain area as capital by setting your monthly expenses and deducting a certain amount from your monthly income to use this amount in investment. Tips for making a fortune. Here are some tips that can help you get rich. 1. Do not hesitate. You have to apply the idea immediately, and do not hesitate and believe that the fortune can come later. On the contrary, the longer you wait, the fewer benefits it gets and the more difficult it becomes. 2. The investment with great wisdom, trying to get the investment opportunities that generate more money. 3. Develop personal skills, increase the chances of improving work and monthly income. You also have to spend more time studying and devote yourself to meeting new people who will help you achieve your goals and aspirations. The more experience, skills and level of education there are, the greater the opportunities for higher income and better job opportunities. 4. Establish a budget for monthly income and expenses and set a minimum fixed monthly expenses, and it is important that the destination where the money is spent in excess is known so as to reduce it and the remaining amount to be used in the investment. 5. Get rid of debt. As one of your priorities must be to get rid of the accumulated debt if it exists, and the credit must also be paid, which may incur additional costs in the event of late repayment. 6. Orientation towards investing and starting a private business. This can be challenging, but it is not bad to accept challenges to achieve your goal, and it is worth noting that challenge is one of the biggest keys to success. 7. Diversification of investments. Even if the adventure to create one project is good, but you should not invest all your capital in the same investment project. You have to diversify and invest in several projects, which protects you from major losses if one of the projects is unsuccessful. Even if there are different projects, there are several sources of income.
Finally, thank you for the good follow-up. See you in the next video.